All right. Who is going to speak at number 1? Any? Yeah. Chalo.
Yeah, start. Go. And this is a small town.
No, you got to speak the cue card.
Say this. This you should say. Yeah. You should say.
No, first off this line.
Describe a time when you were stuck in a traffic jam.
Describe a time when you were stuck in a traffic jam. Who is going to speak on this? Well, yes, okay, Neha. Neha, you want to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So you got to speak on a time when you were stuck in a traffic jam. Would you like to start?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Chalo.
Whenever I remember, nowadays I travel by my bike to my office, and every day I go by bike. I have to do up down because I stay away from my office. At least I have to travel for 1 hour to reach my office. So one day when I was going to my office, what happened that it was raining a lot, and all the vehicles were stuck in the traffic because the bridge when I go to college when I go to my office, there is a bridge, means I have to cross the river. So what happened at that time, there was alarm that it would get flood and the water will come on the bridge. So there were lots of police on the bridge and they stopped all the vehicles. So they were protecting us so that we will not get stuck on the bridge, or else the vehicles may get flowed in the river. So this was the time I remember when I got stuck in the traffic.
All right. You spoke for 1 minute and 10 seconds, Neha. You know that in IELTS,
ma'am.
you got to go for at least 2 minutes or until the examiner stops you, which may be at 1.5 minutes or 1 minute 40 seconds. But 1 minute would be too less to speak. All right. But anyways, I'm
Yes,
going
ma'am.
to give you feedback on your whatever mistakes I could see in your cue card. All right. I'm going to play it back
Okay, ma'am.
and I'll pause it and tell you your mistakes. All right. Chalo.
Yes, ma'am. Whenever I remember, nowadays I travel by my bike to my office, and every day I go by bike. I have to do up down because I stay away from my office. At least
I have to do up down का क्या मतलब है? I commute to my office by bike बहुत है, ठीक है? उसका मतलब ही ये है कि आप commute करते हो, जाते हो और आते हो, ठीक है?
to travel for 1 hour to reach my office. Yes. So one day when I was going to my office, what happened that it was raining a lot, and all the vehicles were stuck in the traffic because the bridge. When I go to college, when I go to my office, there is a bridge, means I have to cross the river. So what happened at that time? There was alarm that it would get flooded and the water will come on the bridge. So
it would get flooded and the water would come on the bridge. Okay.
There were lots of police on the bridge and they stopped all the vehicles. So they were protecting us so that we will not get stuck on the bridge.
So that we do not get stuck on the bridge. Okay.
Else the vehicles may get flowed in the river.
The vehicles may, be carried away by the fast moving river water. Okay.
So this was the time I remember when I got stuck in the traffic.
So you know how you can add on to this. You can say that then you can make up a story that we waited for about 1 hour, but then still the traffic did not clear, and then that day I had to take a leave. and had to come back home because it was very risky to cross the bridge. Okay. So then you can even say that next day our office people even, they did not count that leave because they also knew that it was not our fault. Many of the employees could not reach the office that day because that bridge comes in the way of many people. So like that you can say. So all this, just makes you speak little more. You don't have to have anything very specific to the traffic jam, or you can say people were getting very restless. They were students to the university or college. They were getting restless. There were other people who had to go reach their office in time. They were getting restless, but nobody could do anything about it. You can just say anything like that and make it reach 2 minutes. All right, Neha?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So next cue card, Gia will give you. Who's going to speak on that? Gia will give. Which cue card are going, who is going to speak next?
Manpreet.
Manpreet. All right.
Describe an invention that has changed how people live.
Describe an invention that has changed how people live.
You should say what it is, how it has changed people's lives, what benefits did it bring, and explain if it is more important for older people or young people.
All right.
Okay.
Samajh aa gaya?
Yes.
All
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. So there are many inventions that has changed our life. These inventions are such as mobile phones, internet, and many machines such as washing machine, refrigerator, air conditions that we are using at our home. And here I would like to talk about one of the inventions that changed everyone's life in a different way. That is internet. There are a lot of benefits of internet in these days. We can connect with anyone at any time, at any time, at any place. Even even with the help of internet, we can easily connect people who are living at the remote places. Moreover, one of the major benefit of the internet is that we can do online shopping. As in the corona pandemic, it was difficult to go outside, so that time people took a lot of benefit of internet. Uh, Furthermore, in the bygone era, people used to spend most of time while paying their electricity bills. But nowadays, we can pay easily with the help of internet called net banking. And there are many other apps such as Google app. With these apps, we can pay our bills. Moreover, so this is the invention that changed people's life more than others.
All right. So you spoke very well. आप उसकी जगह आप कुछ भी और चीजें कर देते हैं. आप घर बैठे बैठे खाना मंगाते हैं. I use it very often to order my food from outside. You can say like that. I even use it for my shopping nowadays. आप अपने पे लेके कोई भी एग्जांपल देके कर सकते हो. ठीक है. सो अभी आप क्लासेस जो आज लग रही हैं, यू कैन से इवन दैट ऑल एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल. कुछ भी आप ऐड कर देते, अपना एग्जांपल बीच में डाल देते, कुछ भी. आपको पता है इंटरनेट की इन्वेंशन किसने करी थी? एनीबॉडी नोस? यू नो हु इन्वेंटेड द इंटरनेट?
No.
I think it was somebody.
Graham Bell.
Tim Berners-Lee, somebody like that.
Graham Bell.
No.
No.
I guess Winton, I don't know.
Tim Berners-Lee है मेरा ख्याल. Can you Google and see Tim Berners-Lee? Okay. Anyways, by the time Gia is checking, next who's going to? Acha, I'll play that. I'll play that back. Okay.
There are many inventions that has changed our life.
There are many inventions that have changed our life, not have. All right.
These inventions are such as mobile phones, internet, and many machines such as washing machine, refrigerator, air conditions that we are using at
Air condition, nahi, air conditioners. Okay, conditioner.
home. And here I would like to talk about one of the inventions that changed everyone's life.
One of the के बाद हमेशा plural आता है. One of the inventions. Okay.
In a different way, that is internet. There are a lot of benefits of internet in these days. We can connect with anyone at any time, at any time at any place. Even with the help of internet, we can easily connect to people who are living at the remote places. Moreover, one of the major benefit of the internet is that we can do online shopping. As in the corona pandemic, it was difficult to go outside, so that time people took a lot of benefit of internet. Furthermore, in the bygone era, people used to spend most of
Bygone era नहीं हुआ अभी. जब लोग अपना टाइम स्पेंड करते थे पेइंग बिल्स ऑफलाइन क्यूज में खड़े होके. बाइगॉन एरा होता है जो पूरा खत्म हो चुका है. अभी तो मैं हूँ आपके सामने, हमने भी लाइनों में खड़े होके टिकटें खरीदी हुई हैं, रेलवे टिकट रिजर्वेशंस और बिजली के बिल भरे हुए हैं क्यू में लग के. सो ये अभी बाइगॉन एरा नहीं हुआ. यू कैन से जस्ट 2-3 decades back. Earlier people used to do like that. Okay. On the whole, you spoke very well. मैं बाकी complete करती हूँ.
Time while paying their electricity bills, but nowadays we can pay easily with the help of internet, called net banking, and there are many other apps such as Google app. With these apps we can pay our bills. Moreover, so this
Okay.
is the invention that.
So Tim Berners-Lee ने www World Wide Web उसने invent करा है. Okay. So that is the World Wide Web की history. That is Tim Berners-Lee. Okay. Anyways, next Rachna, you want to speak?
Ma'am, I
Yes,
want.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So your cue card is. My assistants have now got bored of my classes. Okay, one of my students got this cue card. Talk about a surprise. Let me just see. Talk about a surprise. You received. What was the surprise? When did you get it? Who gave you that? How did you feel about it? Okay, Rachna, you have to speak on that. Talk about a
Okay.
surprise. Okay, what was the
Okay.
surprise? Who gave you the surprise? How you felt about it? Okay. Chalo.
Okay, ma'am. Well, surprises and good news always delight a person.
Just wait. All right, now recording. Yes.
Well, surprises and good news always delight a person and bring a huge smile on their face. I also like surprises. Here, I would like to talk about a surprise which I got on my last birthday. My friends decided to celebrate my birthday, but they didn't give a small hint for me. They're going to celebrate. But when I saw they received a big pack in my room. They received and kept a big pack in my room. By the evening, they unpacked that. It was a delicious cake. When they asked me to cut that cake, that time I came to know that they were planned a big celebration, a small birthday celebration for me. I became surprised because I never thought about that. Instead of that, they arrange some light snacks also. I cut the cake and distributed to all my friends. It was a different experience for me because in my home, usually my mother cook special food and we used to had it together. But this time it was entirely different and unusual for me. And also my friends arranged some gifts, gifted me some special birthday gifts. Moreover, it was a good surprise for me,
All right, it's
which I
2
enjoyed.
minutes. It's 2 minutes. Very good, Rachna. Your confidence is supreme, and over and above, you could speak for a full 2 minutes. That was very, very good. All right. Next, Sajida, your turn. But before that, I'll be giving the feedback. Your cue card is, give any cue card, yeah. Yeah, any cue card. Okay.
Describe an interesting book you enjoy reading.
Interesting book you enjoy reading. Enjoyed ke enjoy?
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Okay. Enjoy reading. Yeah. And
You should say you should say when you read it, what kind of book it is, what it is about, and explain why you think it is exciting.
when you read it, what book it is, why you read it, and how it is exciting for you. So that is your Sajida. Are you there? You've written in the chat box that you want to speak next.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm giving the feedback. In the meantime, you can just prepare. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Well, surprises and good news always delight a person and bring a huge smile on their face. I also like surprises.
आपने क्या बोला? Surprises and
Surprises and good news. Good news.
हाँ,
Good news. Okay.
कोई फर्क
Okay.
नहीं होता. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Here, I would like to talk about a surprise which I got on my last birthday. My friends decided to celebrate my birthday, but they didn't give a small hint for me. They're going to celebrate. But when I saw they received a big pack in my room. They received and kept a big pack in my room. By the evening,
They received
unpacked
nahi, they brought a big pack to my room. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. It was a delicious cake. When they asked me to cut that cake, that time I came to know that they were planned a big celebration.
I came to know that they
small,
had
birthday celebration for me.
they had
I
planned.
was-
I came to know that they had planned a birthday celebration for me. Okay.
Okay, okay, ma'am. I became surprised because I never thought about that. Instead of that, they arranged some.
Instead of that, nahi, apart from that.
Okay,
Instead
okay,
of
ma'am.
that, uski jagah pe.
Okay,
That would be wrong.
Apart-
Okay.
okay, okay,
Apart from that, in addition. Okay.
okay. Snacks also. I cut the cake and distributed to all my friends. It was a different experience for me because in my home, usually my mother cook special food and we.
My mother my mother cooks special food. Okay.
We used to had it together, but this time it was entirely different and unusual for me. And also my friends arranged some gifts, gifted me some special birthday gifts. Moreover, it was a good surprise for me.
All right. It's
Uh,
2 minutes. All right. Oh, okay. So next, Sajida, your turn. Which one are you going to speak on? We've given.
मैम मुझे भी क्यू कार्ड दे दीजिए.
हाँ, कौन वो हरजीत?
यस मैम.
All right. हरजीत, आपका क्यू कार्ड है?
Ma'am,
हाँ.
Ma'am, you gave me the cue card before.
I know, Sajida, you're going to speak on that, but I'm giving the next one to Harjeet. Okay?
Okay.
Bolo bete.
Describe a story someone told you and you remember.
Describe a story someone told you and you remember. What was the story? Who told you the story? Why you remember it? Okay? Chalo. Sajida, your turn.
Ma'am, I just want to know the following questions of the cue card,
What was
just to be sure.
the previous one? Which is your cue card?
The book one, the last book I've read.
What was the book? Who gave it to you? Why you like reading it? When you read it? Okay, there are the 5 W's. What, when, where, why, and how. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So, ma'am, on my last birthday, okay, sorry, let me start again. There was this book named The Fault in Our Stars, and it was given to me by my friend on my birthday last year. And I started reading it since I got it. And it was basically a story of the two teenagers, and there was this girl named Hazel, and she had thyroid cancer, and there was this guy named August, and he had cancer as well. So I really liked the book. When I was reading it, it was really motivating because both of the teenagers were very supportive, and it really motivated me, because whatever you are going through, you have to face everything, uh, no matter what. And the book, I really liked the book because in the end, we were everyone was thinking that in the end the girl will eventually die, but instead the guy died, and the girl didn't know that it would be her it would be her biggest loss, because the guy died because they fell in love with each other, and both of them knew that eventually both of them has to die, but instead the guy died. And moreover, it gave me the idea that it's really special for me, because the book I really it was special for me because it reminds me of the time when my father died, even though we knew that we could save him. So that's why it was a memorable gift to me.
All right.
And
All right. Okay. You spoke well. Okay. And a book you like to read है. तो आपको ना इस बुक में जो प्रेजेंट टेंस में बोलना है, आप ये बोल सकते हो कि मैंने इसको 3-4 बार पढ़ा है. एवरी टाइम आई रीड इट, आई एंजॉय रीडिंग इट, एंड इट fills me with the, you know, because these two people, they live life to the fullest, despite knowing that they have a short lifespan in front of them. They still like enjoy their life to the fullest. Okay, whatever they want to do, they do in life. Isn't that the book? That is a little bit of the story in
yes,
it.
ma'am.
Yes. So this book is very motivating for me. Whenever I feel low, I just flick through the pages of the book. I read a few pages, and it fills me with the new, you know, you can say, enthusiasm to live and to enjoy life. All right, which is very short for all of us. You can say like that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So like that you can speak. नेक्स्ट क्यू कार्ड पहले दे रही हूँ, फिर इसकी फीडबैक कराऊंगी. हरजीत है ना, आपको मिला हुआ है नेक्स्ट?
यस मैम.
ओके, चलो मैं फीडबैक करा रही हूँ, फिर आप अपनी ये नेक्स्ट क्यू कार्ड आपने बोलना है.
So, ma'am, on my last birthday, okay, sorry, let me start again. There was this book named The Fault in Our Stars, and it was given to me by my friend on my birthday last year. And I started reading it since I got it. And it was basically a story of the two teenagers, and there was this girl named Hazel, and she had thyroid cancer, and there was this guy named August, and he had cancer as well. So I really liked that book. When I was reading it, it was really motivating because both of the teenagers were very supportive, and it really it really motivated me because whatever you are going through, you have to face everything no matter what. And the book, I really liked the book because in the end, we were everyone was thinking that in the end the girl will eventually die, but instead the guy died, and the girl didn't know that it would be her. It would be her biggest loss because the guy died because they fell in love
आप guy
with
word
each
मत
other.
use करो.
And
Guy
this
थोड़ा
book can
informal.
prove that
Guy is an informal word. The boy you can say. Okay, the boy in question, guys. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
बाकी बहुत अच्छा बोला है. Definitely very good. But आपको ना ये book का topic क्या था? A book you enjoy reading. Enjoy reading means बार बार read करते हो. उस point को थोड़ा सा बीच में ले आना, जो मैंने आपको पहले बताया. ठीक है.
Okay, ma'am.
Void में आपने एक बार पढ़ी बंद कर दी. वैसे ऐसी बुक्स जो है एक ही बार पढ़ी जाती हैं, पर आप एंजॉय रीडिंग करनी है तो कोई ऐसी कोई भी बुक ले सकते हो जो आप, जैसे आई डोंट नो, ये बुक भी आप बार बार पढ़ सकते हो. हैरी पॉटर जैसे, दिस गर्ल सिटिंग, माय ग्रैंडडॉटर गॉन थ्रू दिस हैरी पॉटर सीरीज हाउ मेनी टाइम्स? 7-8 पूरी सीरीज, पूरी बुक. आई डोंट नो हाउ मच शी रीड्स. अभी कितने घंटे पढ़ लिया अपनी समर वेकेशन में?
Total?
हाँ,
10 hours.
10 hours अभी हो चुके हैं इसके, डिस्पाइट द फैक्ट की छुट्टी पे है. 10 hours रीडिंग हो चुकी है बुक. मोर देन दैट, यू बीन रीडिंग मोर देन दैट. या एनीवेज, चलो, यू कैन सी दैट. एंड हु इज नेक्स्ट?
मैम गगन.
पहले मैं दे चुकी हूँ ना किसी को क्यू कार्ड.
यस मैम.
हाँ, हु इज
गगन मैम.
हरजीत बोल चुके हैं.
यस मैम. नो मैम बोलना.
हाँ,
They will
हरजीत बोलना ना. नेक्स्ट क्यू कार्ड इन्होंने एक लाइन में लगे हुए हैं स्टूडेंट. मकत लेहो कुनेशे. Is that it?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay. So next Gagan, next मैं आपको दूंगी. अच्छा?
Okay मैम. थैंक
हाँ,
So sorry, ma'am. What's my cue card?
I'm giving you.
Okay.
एक आज करा के चला गया. चलो बोलो. बोलो.
Can I do anyone?
Anyone. It doesn't matter.
Describe a cafe you like to visit.
A cafe you like to visit. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Where it is.
What kinds of food and drink it serves, what you do there, and explain why you like to go there.
Okay. अब आप इसको prepare करो till I give. I forget that you don't know any Hindi. I keep speaking Hindi in between. All
Okay,
right.
it's okay.
All right.
It's okay. All right.
No, once one of my students commented that she did not just learn English, she also learned a little bit Hindi from my classes. I didn't know whether to take it as a compliment or as a, you know.
It is a compliment, I guess.
Okay. Just 1 second. Yes. You may start.
Ma'am, can I start?
Thank you.
Well, I have read and heard many stories in my life, as well as in my childhood and nowadays. But here I would like to talk about a story that I listened in my childhood, and it is my favorite story. When I was in my childhood, my grandmother used to tell me and my sister many stories. Some of the stories were related to prince and princess, and some of the stories were funny, and we also get some moral values from them. Here I would like to talk about my favorite story, that is the that were related to four sons of a farmer. In the story, there were four sons who were having many disputes among them. The farmer was very worried about them, and one day she taught a lesson to her his four sons. She bought some sticks, and he gave one individual child to break the stick individually. The child broke those sticks very fastly, but after some time the farmer gave many bundle of sticks to each his child, and no one could break down that sticks. After that the farmer told that this is the power of unity. You must have a unity among all. And after that the uh, of sons realized that they have to stay in the unity, and I also realized that, and I applied in my life also. And my grandmother told me that
Okay,
you
okay.
also
2 minutes, 2 minutes. Very good, Harjeet. I'm going to play to give you your feedback. But before that, I would like to give the next cue card. Next cue card I've already given, right? Yes. So I'll just play.
Ma'am, can I start? Well, I have read and heard many stories.
आपने पहले क्या बोला? I have read and heard. ये बोला ना?
मैम
हरजीत,
क्या
आपने क्या बोला ये सुनो.
Ma'am, can I start? Well, I have read and heard many stories.
आपने बोला I have read and heard many stories. ये बोला
yes
ना? Read भी गलत बोला है, heard भी गलत बोला है.
मैम
Pronunciation.
रेड बोलना सी
हाँ जी, रेड बोलना सीधे.
हेयर्ड
Wrong pronunciation.
Heard.
Heard. Heard. Okay. I have
yes
read
मैम
and heard. ठीक है?
Life as well as in my childhood and nowadays. But here I would like to talk about a story that I listened in my childhood, and it is my favorite story. When I was in my childhood, my grandmother used to tell me and my sister many stories. Some of the stories were related to prince and princess, and some of the stories were funny, and we also get some moral values from them. Here I would like to talk about my favorite story, that is that were related to four sons of a farmer. Uh, in the story, there were four sons who were having many disputes among them. The farmer was very worried about them, and one day she taught a lesson to his four sons.
One day he decided to teach a lesson. He taught नहीं. One day he decided to teach. एक दिन वो सोचा मैंने एक सबक सिखाना. ठीक है? He
yes
decided to teach.
She bought some sticks, and
He के she fatherly
मैम शी
है?
मैम हो ना हो नर्वस हो इसी में
नहीं fatherly की बोलोगे? He
नहीं
के
ही
gave one individual child to break the stick individually. The child broke those sticks very
all the children could break that single stick very easily. Okay? All the children could break.
fastly, but after some time, the farmer gave a bundle of sticks to each his child, and no one could break down that stick. After that, the farmer told that this is the power of unity. You must have a
अब आप reported speech लाए हो ना. After that the father told his son that was the power of unity and that they must always remain united. आपने reported speech लाए हो ना. You must remain, this is the power. ये reported speech in direct speech में बोल दिया आपने. अगर आपने direct speech में कुछ बोलना है ना, अगर आपने direct speech use करनी है अपनी speech में कि father ने बोला you must, ये you वाला word लाना है, तो उसमें आप जैसे आपने कभी वो देखा है जो ये लोकसभा की प्रोसीडिंग्स चल रही होती हैं, अगर एक मिनिस्टर ने दूसरे मिनिस्टर को कोट करना है तो वो बोलता है एंड आई कोट, फिर वो कोट का मतलब है कॉमे शुरू और फिर अनकोट बोलते हैं एंड में कॉमे बंद, तो आपको फिर कोट अनकोट बोलना पड़ेगा, वो बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाएगा ना बोलना. सो रिपोर्टेड स्पीच जो है उसको अच्छे से सीखो, उसकी प्रैक्टिस करो. जो आपने बोला, that would be wrong here. Okay.
Unity among all, and after that the sons realized that they have to stay in the unity, and I also
The sons realized that they had to stay united. All right.
that, and I applied in my life also, and my grandmother told me that
Okay.
you
2
also
minutes. फिर अब आपने फिर रिपोर्टेड स्पीच शुरू कर दी थी. माई ग्रैंडमदर टोल्ड मी दैट यू ऑल्सो. ये यू नहीं आएगा. ओके आए हो जाता है इसका. अगर आपके ग्रैंडमदर ने बोला यू शुड स्टडी हार्ड, तो माई ग्रैंडमदर टोल्ड मी यू शुड स्टडी हार्ड बोलोगे कि माई ग्रैंडमदर टोल्ड मी दैट आई शुड स्टडी हार्ड, माई ग्रैंडमदर एडवाइज्ड मी टू स्टडी हार्ड, क्या बोलोगे?
I should answer.
My grandmother advised me to study hard is best, or my grandmother told me that I should study hard. Yes. Okay. That would be. Yes. Next cue card. Who is speaking?
Ma'am Sumin.
नहीं, पहले मैं दे चुकी हूँ. Where is that student gone?
Hello, ma'am. I'm here.
Yes. Yes. इससे next cue card है गगन का. गगन.
Yes, ma'am.
Cue card go. And next your turn. Okay. बोलो.
Describe an occasion when you were not allowed to use your mobile phone.
Describe an occasion when you were not allowed to use your cell phone. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Prepare kar lo. Yes. What's your name? How do you pronounce your name?
Ma'am,
You
can you
pronounce it
can you repeat once again?
me.
Describe
A
occasion.
time when you were not allowed to use your mobile phone and the 5 Ws. Okay. Hanji. Makat Leho. How do you
Yes,
pronounce?
my other name is Constance, so I'll just edit when I enter the meeting so that you don't have to struggle.
What's your name?
Constance.
Constance. Okay.
Yes.
Constance.
Yes,
Constance.
ma'am. Okay, I'm supposed to describe a cafe that I like to visit.
Yeah.
So, though I can mention that I'm such a foodie, and very unfortunately, in the area that I live in, there are no cafes around. I live in the regional areas of Lesotho, so like to get a very good place to just get light meals, I like have to travel over 100 kilometers. So that would be, I have to go to the capital city of Lesotho, which is Maseru. So, however, whenever I'm in town, there's one particular cafe I like visiting. So this cafe is called Ulala. That's the name of the cafe. They sell very light, scrumptious nosh. I must mention that I'm a fan of Chinese cuisine. So this cafe particularly offer some delectables from my favorite dish of the Chinese. So you find that you get a shawarma with some little veggies and meats made from Chinese spices. So that's why there's one of my favorite places in town. Besides it offering menus that I like very much, the place it's positioned nearby one of the most attractive landmarks within the country. So when you sit there on a relaxed mood, you can sort of have a nice view to your side. So moreover, there's also some child-friendly activities around the area, meaning that you can visit the place and go with your kids, you know. So
it's over 2 minutes. Very well spoken, very well spoken. Minor mistakes at 1 or 2 odd places, otherwise very well spoken, very naturally spoken, and I'm sure should go 7 plus if you speak like that. It was with great confidence. The pronunciation was also good at all places. I'll just play it back to tell your mistakes. And in the meantime, is the next student ready with the cue card?
Okay.
Gagan?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but I'm giving the feedback. After that, it's your turn. Okay.
To visit.
Yeah.
So, though I can mention that I'm such a foodie, and very unfortunately, in the area that I live in, there are no cafes around. I live in the regional areas of Lesotho, so like to get a very good place to just get light meals, I would like have to travel over 100 kilometers. So that would be, I have to go to the capital city of Lesotho, which is Maseru. So, however, whenever I'm in town, there's one particular cafe I like visiting. So this cafe is called Ulala. That's the name of the cafe. They sell very light, scrumptious nosh. I must mention that I'm a fan of Chinese cuisine. So this cafe particularly offer some select.
This cafe particularly offer. What is the mistake? Catch it yourself.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
This cafe particularly offer. That's what you
Okay.
said. What should it be?
Okay. It's supposed to be this cafe particularly offers.
Offers. S.
Yes.
Offers. Okay.
Yes,
Singular.
ma'am.
So it should
Yes.
have an S verb. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. My favorite dish of the Chinese. So you find that you get a shawarma with some little veggies and meat made from Chinese spices. So that's why there's one of my favorite places in town. Besides it offering menus that I like very much, the place is positioned nearby one of the most attractive landmarks within the country. So when you sit there on a relaxed mood, you can sort of have a nice view to your side. So moreover, there's also some child-friendly activities around the area, meaning that you can visit the place and go with your kids, you know.
All right.
So
Very well spoken. Over 2 minutes. Very well spoken. Should definitely go a 7+. And Sajida, you also spoke very well. Okay. That was also not less than a 7. Pronunciations are very important. They carry 1/4 the band score. This change was brought about in the speaking a few years back. Earlier there were no consideration given to the pronunciation, but now pronunciation is given a lot of importance. So please beware of speaking wrong words. Otherwise, both of you students spoke very well. Yes, Gagan,
Ma'am?
are you ready? Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, ma'am, I just want to know, if we'll get 6.5 bands, right? So where we are lacking so that I can improve and I can take it up to 7 or 7.5.
See,
So
lacking
any,
ki baat nahi. I'll tell you one thing. All the students of mine who have got an 8, 8.5, one of them has even got a 9 in speaking. They did not do anything special to get that band score. They just spoke so simple, natural, easy English. Okay. So where you are lacking is sometimes students who can easily get a 7, 7.5. They start using words which they cannot carry. They lose out on fluency and sometimes even the pronunciation goes wrong. Then the band score falls to 6.5. Okay. Or 6. So please don't try to do things to go 7 or 8. That is all I can say. Just speak naturally. They want you to speak like a native speaker. Native speakers don't use tough English. Believe me. Okay? Believe me. They speak
So-
very simple, natural, easy English. Okay?
okay, so I should stick on the same practice which I am doing, right?
Yes. You should speak natural, simple English because ultimately, you just have to tell the examiner, show the examiner that you are comfortable with English. It is like a mother tongue to you. Okay. You just have to speak natural, normal English. You don't use words in speaking. normally also we don't use words in speaking. We speak simple English. Okay.
Okay, so I was thinking while practicing where I am lacking, like how can I ask, like what
आपके
are my lack
6.5
points
आए हैं,
there?
6.5 आए हैं,
Yes,
तो वो
yes.
इसीलिए आए होंगे क्योंकि आपने कुछ वर्ड्स बीच में जरूर बोले होंगे कि वर्ड्स डालूं वोकैबुलरी के तो 8 जाएंगे.
No. Okay.
नहीं,
Okay, I'll
बिल्कुल
keep in mind, ma'am. हाँ
हाँ
जी.
बिल्कुल सिंपल है. One of my students got 8.5, फोन कर दी, मैम कैसे आ गए? मैं तो बातें करके आई हूँ एग्जामिनर से, मैंने तो कुछ बोला भी नहीं, मैंने कोई वर्ड्स भी नहीं यूज करे, मेरे 8.5 कैसे आ गए? मैं कहा अब उनको पसंद आ गई आपकी सिंपल इंग्लिश तो आ गए. दैट इज इट.
हाँ जी.
Okay?
Okay,
Must
ma'am.
be
Okay.
natural. Okay, that's it. हाँ जी गगन, your turn.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
after that, एक स्टूडेंट ने बोला था ना मुझे, who was it?
Ma'am, Sumin.
सुमिन.
Yes.
Okay, सुमिन को क्यों कर दो दिया?
अरे बाद में.
मैंने ना, I left
Ma'am.
Naughty and Nora home and had to go to some place for some time. And when I came back, Naughty had done post-mortem of a pencil.
Ma'am, give me the cue
Yes.
card, me too as well.
Yeah.
People.
Describe an art or craft activity that you had at school.
Art or craft activity that you had at school. Okay, Gagan?
Yes, ma'am.
Art or craft activity that
No.
you had at school.
It's I think another man. ma'am.
क्यों? You don't have
So,
option to change your cue card in the exam.
मेरा
Let's
भी
see
है मैम.
exam practice. Okay?
मेरा भी है मैम.
he's
हाँ?
already having, ma'am. He's already having.
अच्छा आपका कौन सा है?
I thought you're telling me to
अच्छा
speak or not.
सुमिन को है.
Yes.
सुमिन, that is your cue card. Okay?
Ma'am, can you give me any hint so that I can prepare craft in the sense,
Art or craft activity you had at school.
It says painting or
ma'am?
Painting, woodwork. Okay?
Okay,
Sewing, crafting, anything. Okay?
okay, okay. Let me try,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
What
any
is
cue
it?
card for people?
हाँ
Can
जी.
I start, ma'am?
Yes, Gagan, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I have been working in Abu Dhabi for last 3 years, and when I reached in Abu Dhabi, that time they sent me a location which was in the defense area, and that there they stopped me by using mobile because there was not allowed a camera phone because of mm, there are some kind there are rules nobody can use inside any kind of camera phone because of their security reason. And that's why when I went there, I reached in the location that time. I had a camera phone. I because I was using normally how many people use this mobile phone. That's why I had also camera mobile phone, and I was using inside the location that time. But and the next after through 3-4 days, when one army officer came to know about my that I have mobile phone, that when he came to know that he came to me and he told me about why you how you bring it in, how you take it inside this phone. That then I said them reason because I didn't uh, I hadn't any kind of camera phone. Without camera phone, that's why I take it and I am using it for calling for my in my hometown. And that time he stopped me to using this phone. And after when he stopped me, and that next day I sent with to the driver, and he removed this camera. And after I can use this I can use this I could use this mobile.
All
And
right.
when
2 minutes, Gagan. So I'm going to
yes
give you a feedback of that. And the last cue card will be by Suman after this. Okay? Just listen to your feedback.
year. And when I reached in Abu Dhabi, that time they sent me a location which was in the defense area, and that there they they stopped me by using mobile because
they stopped me for using mobile phone. Okay.
Okay. Not allowed a camera phone because of their some kind their rules. Nobody can use inside any kind of camera phone because of their security reason. And
nobody could use.
that's
Can
why
use.
when I went there, I reached in the location that time.
I reached in the location. Yeah, I reached the location. Okay.
I had camera phone. Because I was using normally how many people use this mobile phone. That's why I had also camera mobile phone and I was using inside the location that time. But and the next between after 3-4 days when one army officer came to know about my that I have mobile phone. That when he came to know
that I had a mobile phone. Okay, not have.
He came to me and he told me about why you how you bring it.
Again, reported speech mein gadbad ho rahi hai, Gagan. He told me that how I had brought the mobile phone inside when it was not allowed. Okay.
Yes, sir. How you take it
How you
inside?
nahi? Aaye ho jayega you ka, theek hai?
Okay. And then I said them reason because I have.
Then I told him the reason. Said nahi. Then I told him the reason that I did not have any other phone with me. Okay. And I told him that I was not using the camera or any other feature of the phone. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. I hadn't any kind of camera on without camera on. So I take it and I am using it for my.
That is why I had taken it. I took it. Okay.
Okay.
Take it.
And at that time, he stopped me to using this phone. And after
He stopped me to use the phone. 2 के बाद using नहीं. Okay.
Okay. Okay. When he stopped me and that next day I sent with to the driver and he removed this camera and after
He removed the camera and after that I could use that phone over there. Okay.
Okay. I could use this mobile.
All right. So that these were your mistakes, Gagan. But आपने पहले बोला हुआ है ना मेरी क्लास में?
नहीं मैम, मैं पहली बार बोल रहा हूँ इसलिए lack of confidence problem हो रही थी मैम.
It was pretty good. Okay.
Thank you मैम. Thank you very much.
6.5 for sure. But थोड़ा सा वो देख लेना जो गलतियां हैं. I've told you. Okay.
Okay मैम. Thank you.
Reported speech तो ना मेरी advice रहती है, don't bring it in. Okay. Don't bring it in. हाँ. All right, Sumin. Last.
Thank you.
Your turn.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
You've been given a cue card, na?
Yes, ma'am. Art or craft. Yeah. I would like to talk about a craft competition I have attended in my 7th school. Actually, I am not a art enthusiast. So I have I attended the competition because of my friends. They have actually forced me to participate in it. So actually, I had no idea what would I make. Then my brother.
Chalo, theek hai, bolo.
Okay, ma'am. So I took help from my brother. So he told you can make something with the clay, so it won't be very difficult. So he helped me to collect some clay from our nearby land only. So it's the clay is famous in Kerala because though in our regions it's very much available. So by his help, I collected the clay, and he also advised me to take some color paintings to polish the art what I'm going to make. So then I decided to make a snake pot, which is actually very much famous in our region. So it is actually brought into the water during the Onam festival. So why I choose that, because it was I thought it was very easy to make. So I've seen it for many times. So I thought of trying that. And on the day of the competition, I started making. like I thought it was not that easy. So initially, I have mixed with the water, which was little more. So it was like very loose. Then I tried putting more clay into it. So the time also was given. So in a particular time period, I had to finish. But somehow I made it into the snake boat shape and gave a good color paint, which is in red. And the seating was arranged in black color. So at the end, after evaluation of the competition,
Okay, 2 minutes, sorry. 2 minutes.
okay.
He's about to knock that thing down.
Which thing?
This.
Oh, it's saved. All right. Suman, you spoke very well, but at one place you used the reported speech wrong, and at one place you used it correctly. Okay, so I'm going to give you the feedback for that. But on the whole, you spoke very well. Are you
Thank
in
you.
Kerala somewhere?
Yes, right now in Maldives, ma'am. I'm from Kerala, actually from Kottayam.
Okay.
I would like to talk about a craft competition I have attended in my 7th school.
I have attended, nahi, because you
Okay, ma'am.
actually named the year,
Yes, ma'am.
the time. So it will not be past perfect. It will be
Okay.
simple past. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Actually, I'm not a art enthusiast. So I have attended the competition because of my friends. They have actually forced me to
I attended the competition because of my friends. They actually forced me to have
Okay.
me done.
Okay.
participate in it.
Okay.
So actually, I had no idea what would I make.
What I would make. Okay.
My
Okay.
brother.
Chalo, theek hai, bolo, bolo.
Okay, ma'am. So I took help from my brother. So he told you can make something with the.
Here, he told that I could make something with.
Okay.
He told
Okay.
I don't see this comes out wrong. Okay.
Okay.
So I would
Okay.
suggest try to avoid it.
Okay. Okay.
So it won't be very difficult. So he helped me to collect some clay from our nearby land only. So it's the clay is famous in Kerala because though in our regions it's very much available. So by his help, I collected the clay, and he also advised me to take some color paintings to polish the art what I'm going to make.
See
So
here he advised me to hear you use the reported speech correctly. Okay.
then I decided to make a snake boat, which is actually very much famous in our region. So it is actually brought into the water during the Onam festival. So why I chose that, because it was I thought it was very easy to make.
Why I chose that, not choose to that. Okay, why I chose.
Okay. Chose. Okay.
So I was using it for many times. So I thought of trying that. And on the day of the competition, I started making. Like I thought it was not that easy. So initially, I have mixed with the water.
Have me, Anna. I mixed water with it. Okay.
Yeah, I think I have used it many times.
Very loose. Then I tried putting more clay into it. So the time also was given. So in a particular time period, I had to finish. But somehow I made it into the snake boat shape and gave a good color paint, which is in red. And the seating was arranged in black color. So at the end, after evaluation of the competition,
Okay, it's very well spoken. Despite the mistakes, it won't be less than 7. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Not
Ma'am,
less than
one
7.
query, ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, so there was one question that how did you felt at the end? So I did not attend that. So will it affect
Yes,
the
it will
evaluation?
affect. You should attempt all the questions. How you felt? I felt very happy because I had
Okay.
taken part in a competition and I had been able to make the project, do the project also very nicely. So I was very happy. I would suggest all of you students, whatever the cues are beneath your cue card, finish them off first, like short answer questions in the first 30-40 seconds. Then the
Okay.
examiner will sit back like this. He will know that you have satisfied the task achievement very nicely. And then he will not let you speak a full 2 minutes. He will stop you in between. Believe me. Okay.
Okay.
That
Okay.
will help you. So first answer all those cues which are beneath the cue card. All right. That
Okay,
will
ma'am.
be the best approach for answering. All right.
Okay.
It's already
Okay.
time. And
Okay.
we'll get back tomorrow morning with the reading number 8, passage 1. Okay. Tomorrow.
Okay. ma'am.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.